Today we're going to look at what vitamin B12 does, how your body absorbs it, who's at risk for deficiency, and how to make sure you're getting enough. Vitamin B12 is essential for every single cell in your body. It helps make and repair DNA, it keeps your nerves working properly, and it helps your body to produce healthy red blood cells that carry oxygen around the body. And without it, things can really start to go wrong. A long-term deficiency of vitamin B12 can lead to a type of anemia where the red blood cells get too large. And so when that happens, they can't carry enough oxygen around the body. But it doesn't stop there. A vitamin B12 deficiency can also cause fatigue, that sleep just can't fit, shortness of breath, tingling or pins and needles, blurred vision, memory problems, trouble with balance or speech, an inflamed tongue, and muscle weakness. That's quite scary. So, how does your body actually absorb this important nutrient? Absorbing vitamin B12 from food is actually surprisingly complex. Here's what happens. In your mouth and stomach, proteins and acids break the B12 vitamin free from the food that you've eaten. And it first binds to a helper protein called a haptocorin. Later on in your small intestine, it switches and binds to another protein called intrinsic factor. This B12 intrinsic factor duo travels to the end of your small intestine where it's finally absorbed into your bloodstream. And from there, it's stored in your liver. And if anything disrupts this process, like low stomach acid, certain surgeries, or autoimmune conditions, the absorption can break down. So, who's at risk for a deficiency of vitamin B12? Well, adults over 60, people who are on plant-based or vegan diets, anyone who's had stomach or bowel surgery, people on long-term medications like metformin or acid blockers. So what's the most common cause? It's actually something called pernicious anemia. That's an autoimmune condition that stops the body from producing this intrinsic factor. And the intrinsic factor is important because that's what the freed vitamin B12 binds to in the small intestine. So here's the thing. Plants don't make vitamin B12, only certain bacteria do. And animals get it from those bacteria, and we get it by eating the animals. So good sources would be meat and liver, fish and shellfish, eggs and dairy, fortified cereals and plant milks, and nutritional yeast. So if you eat a variety of animal products, you're probably going to get enough. And if you are plant-based, you need to ensure that you get enough of these fortified cereals and plant milks and the nutritional yeast into your diet. And if you are following a plant-based diet, you'll almost always need to have a supplement in addition to the foods I've just mentioned. There are actually two forms of the supplement, of the vitamin B12 supplement, and they are cyanocobalamin, affordable and stable, and methylcobalamin, a more natural form and arguably better absorbed. Both of these supplements work, but some people may benefit more from the methyl form, especially for nerve support. And because absorption is limited, smaller, regular does better than one big dose. So spacing the dose of the supplements out across the day would be more beneficial than just taking one big dose at one point of the day. And just going back for a second to people with pernicious anemia, they're probably going to also need injections because they can't absorb the B12 properly through either food or supplemental pills. So what about how much vitamin B12 do we need? Well, in the UK, the recommended intake is just 1.5 micrograms per day. But other countries, most other countries, suggest more, up to 4 micrograms per day. So to stay energized, protect your nerves, and keep your blood healthy, you need your vitamin B12. You must know your risks. Do you eat a plant-based diet? Have you got pernicious anemia? Have you got low stomach acid? Do you have any other autoimmune conditions that might prevent you from absorbing the vitamin B12 either from supplements or from your diet? So make sure you're eating the right foods and supplement if you think you need to. So thanks for watching this video, and please like and subscribe and share this with somebody who might benefit.